brought to you by Crystal Blue Sound Studios.
And especially yours music.
Also Dynamics Productions.
This is Kevin Joyner, and you're listening to Studio Life. We're back with Dominic Pages, owner of Central Florida's own Crystal Blue Sound Studios. Now, Nick, we were talking about what's coming down the pipeline, things you've been working on recently. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, recently off the plate is the John Silva Salsa project. Some traditional salsa, actually it's Christian salsa. And it was a very interesting project. It came out quite well. I met John at a chance meeting, with a telephone call. He had started this project at a different studio. And he gave me a call and it was a perfect fit. And we went to work with the existing tracks and added some and it came out quite nicely.
Now, what's John's relationship to the project?
John is a producer. This is his third or fourth CD. He's from New York. He's got top arrangers that are working with him all the time, producing different types of projects, and the musicians he brought in were outstanding. So basically went for a traditional salsa with Christian lyrical content, and he also contemporized it with some hip-hop and a few songs.
Oh, very nice. Mm-hmm. Now, were there any particular challenges on this? There's lots of interesting instruments on that, not stuff you get in your everyday rock project.
Yes, it was some challenges. Recording the brass. I've done some brass before, but never in sections. But the players were so good that we were able to get them. It's a very intensive engineering. The punch and punch outs when you have 4 or 5 people tracking simultaneously and punching in different areas. It requires a lot of focus. So that was probably the biggest challenge. And then your typical, organizational, getting musicians in and out of the studio, and of course, Mixdown though was just unbelievable. It was just like goof. It was one of the easiest mixes we've ever done.
Well, it helps to have everything steady on the front end, so you don't have to do as much work on the back end.
Yeah, I think that was definitely the key, Kevin. I think it was also, working with stems. And we basically would create stems for the percussion and the brass, and we'd stay uniform for everything. So it was just a matter of blending in vocals here and there. But it came out quite tasty.
Very nice. Now, when you are presented with something that you haven't necessarily recorded before, as far as instruments or whatever, what's your usual approach for getting that done, for jumping in?
Well, I have a lot of contacts in the area that I lean on them for assistance or advice, and of course there's a lot of good musical forums online, so I kind of prep myself in that situation to miking techniques and what types of mics to use and what have you. But for this project we pretty much went with the large condensers, so we didn't have the ribbon mics we needed to do a brass section, but it tracked quite nicely.
Excellent. Now, what's the ultimate end goal for this project? Is he going for wide release, or?
Yeah, I think John is definitely looking for a national release, and he'll get it. Like I said, this is his third or fourth project, and he also